Greetings, meatbags. We have a fun spin on a normal Raxxo reaction video, courtesy of Darkside Becky.
Be sure to check out Darkside Becky, y'all. Link in the description. You rule, Becky.
That's right. With the brickening of his devices, videos from the Goblin are now on pause, which must be driving him crazy. Yesterday, Becky posted her version of a previous Raxxo video, the one where he said he was levels above everyone. The meatbag thought it might be a nice change this way. So now, you don't have to look at his horrifying face while we dissect his bullshit. Buckle up, let's get into the words of Delusion Raxx.
What is up, you guys? So, over the last few days, I've been checking a lot of stuff out, to say the least. You know, I've been checking things out, been looking into stuff, and honestly, dude...
Things and stuff. Wow, Raxxo, you're a poet.
It's funny to me at how people seem to think that I'm this awful lowlife with no views, no future at all in YouTube or any social media. But, here's the thing about that.
It turns out that's completely accurate.
Let's analyze everything here for a second, shall we?
We shall.
Let's analyze everybody in the local community, and that are either past, whether they're past or alive. Let's analyze these individuals outside of myself for a second. Take, for example, Music Biz Marty.
Before we do, we did some analysis, and it took you well over 20 seconds to say, let's analyze the lolcow community outside myself, starting with Music Biz Marty, for example.
One of the main catalysts likes to run his mouth and bark a lot.
Some more research revealed that roughly for every word Marty has spoken about you, you've said approximately 6. Thus, you are clearly the barker.
Same with William Gloryhole, another barker.
His ratio is even lower, 1 to 30.
But what's funny to me is this. You don't see Marty with
a history of chatting up 12-year-olds.
Imagery of him being put everywhere, do you?
Here comes the cope. Any second now.
See, Marty doesn't have things that I have going for me.
Note, whatever you got going on hasn't gotten you anywhere.
Marty never had things going for him the way that I do. See, I have actual tribute artists covering my songs all over the world.
Glad to see you've embraced once Chilkins.
Don't blame me, look it up. You got the tribute artist, Young Cyraxx. You have several other people around the world covering my music.
Those two and no more.
I have action figures.
Observation. Incorrect. You have effigies.
Dedicated to me. I'm in fucking video games, bro.
We couldn't find any. Who wants to bet he misspelled his own name and got a bunch of results for the Mortal Kombat character?
I have characters inspired by me, made after me. Hell, I myself am actually a character in some video games that fans have made over the years.
Well, he is right about fiction featuring him. However, it's not exactly the kind we'd brag about.
I have freaking action figures made of me.
Observation. Incorrect. You have effigies.
I am well known worldwide. Now, is it true that I've made some mistakes along my way? On my journey, is it true that I've made mistakes? Yeah.
Meeting me? You've made more than mistakes? A mistake is putting a strange USB into your Xbox. Another mistake is plugging in a strange controller to your Xbox. Still another series of mistakes saw you fry your PC. Chatting up a 12-year-old like you were recently caught doing, or sending dick pics to what you thought was a 14-year-old are not mistakes. They were disgusting choices made out of perverted lust.
Some worse than others, some not so worse than others. But regardless of my mistakes, I've worked my ass off to get here. Were there times where I raged out and got pissed off? Absolutely. Just like any normal person would.
A normal person would have given up a very long time ago. Normal people remove themselves, if they can, from situations that would make them rage out. Hotheads and dumbasses like you are the only people who rage out multiple times, let alone the dozens and dozens of times you have.
Every person has their breaking point, dude. Every single person has their breaking points. And I've hit mine several times. And that's not my fault. That's just human nature.
It is absolutely your fault. Raxxo, the only people who could possibly enjoy the vandalized garbage you offer are so rare. At best, there might be 6 or 7 in the entire world. You are trying to succeed in an impossible task.
That's what humans do when you get pissed off and you hit your breaking point. You tend to flip out. And you do shit that you might regret, and you do shit that you might not regret.
So, what you're saying is, angry people might do things they regret, or they might not. Brilliant meaty me. Another fabulous way of taking a long time to say nothing.
Depends on the person. But there's one thing that even you guys in the comments that might not like me, even you guys cannot deny that I am levels above Music Biz Marty. I am levels above that man.
Raxxo, in every possible metric, Marty crushed you before he retired. How much money have you made? Ever had a stream with over 1,000 people in it? Ever had one where most people weren't telling you how much you suck? Marty brought in the crowds. As much as you like to say he needs you, this belies the truth that you need him. Without Marty, you'd be unknown. Think about it. Look at his Rumble page. He got thousands to tens of thousands of views. You got dozens. Figure it out.
I'm basically like the John Cena, the Roman Reigns of YouTube.
Are you sure about that?
I run this shit, man. I'm basically the Roman Reigns of YouTube, bro.
You're the laughing stock of YouTube WordBoi.
I'm like the fucking tribal chief up in this shit, man. I'm like main event Jey Uso, bro. I'm all the way up on here on fucking God mode, bro. Marty ain't fucking topping that shit. He will never be on that level like I am. Everybody praises Marty because he's this and he's that and blah, blah, blah. And see, there's one difference, one major difference between me and people like Marty and people like William, people like WordBoi. There's one major difference between me and them. They're famous for people. Me, I'm famous for trying to inspire people and trying to help people. And yes, I might get pissed off at some of the shit that went down. I will admit that. There were times in my career where I got pissed off at some of the shit that was happening, but can you really blame me as a human being? Can you honestly blame me? I mean, anybody else in the right mind would.
Would? Oh, you want us to finish the sentence for you? Sure. Anyone in their right mind would have given up and gotten out of social media a long, long time ago. Meaty me.
I always win. I have always been running the show since day fucking one. Unlike Marty, I am your God. I am your savior. I am the man that is level above all you trolls. When are you gonna learn that? Cause see, unlike Marty and all the critics and shit, I actually have class.
This puppet has more class than you, Raxxo.
And see, unlike Marty, I actually have talent.
He's both right and wrong. Marty's talent's obvious. Raxxo's is equally obvious. He's terrible at everything he thinks he does well. Not a talent to brag about. More of an anti-talent in our opinion.
I have sat here and proved time and time and time again that I don't need to follow the in crowd. Because see, I don't need the in crowd. I don't need the lolcows. I don't need people like Kate. I don't need people like Marty. I don't need people like William.
If you want to be known, you actually do.
I don't need people like Goblin Records. If anything, they need me. Without me, all these channels that you guys see covering me,
would cover other cows.
Without me, they would be nothing at all. Bass Shaman would be nothing without me.
Based Shaman needs his turban more than he needs you, Goblin Boy. And he doesn't need his turban.
Danny Brown would be nothing without me.
I'm gonna get your ass, boy. I'm telling you, you in trouble. You dealing with a real rapper. It's like I'm talking shit, man. Cyraxx, you a funny motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I can't believe I got myself involved in this.
He doesn't need you.
Keemstar would be nothing without me.
He needs you less than he feels like he needs a hat. Far less.
And let me tell you, unlike Marty, I am a YouTube legend. I am up there with the biggest of the biggest. I'm up there with guys like Jake Paul, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier.
We had a look at Google Trends. You, Rexo, are the solid, flat blue line at the bottom. Jake is the red one. As we go through each area in the world, we didn't even see a blue blip. You are nobody, Rexo, at least compared to Jake Paul.
I'm up there with the greats, man. I'm up there with the best of the best. Don't believe me? Type my name in on Google. Seriously, go in, type my name in on Google, see what pops up. There's a lot, and I mean a lot. So, how do I suck? I mean, I've released, 5-6 albums back to back, and I'm already working on my own record label. I'm already working on 2 different albums back to back, on top of working with my homie Old 45, on top of working with some of my family members in music. So I'd say I'm doing pretty well for myself.
You're not. If you were doing as well as you think you are, you wouldn't be living in that Akron shithole. You'd have money. We'd have pictures of you behind the wheel of a car at a racetrack or something, where you could finally drive without worrying about pesky other cars. Instead, you're wearing dirty laundry in a dilapidated house populated by dilapidated people.
I like this. King of lolcows? I'm not even in the lolcow community, bro. I'm not even in the lolcow community, bro. So, WordBoi. I'm not even a lolcow. I'm not a horror cow. I'm not in any of that, bro. But I mean, you can categorize me however you want, but the truth of the matter is, I'm not a lolcow. I'm not a horror cow. I'm none of that. I'm a fucking YouTuber, bro. I'm a music artist. I'm a gamer. Like, come on, dude. Before I did YouTube, I ran my own clothing line for 15 fucking years.
The math doesn't quite work, Rexo. You say you started YouTube around 2009. 2009 minus 15 equals 1994. So you ran a successful clothing company starting in preschool?
And did quite well, actually, before I decided to do YouTube. So I'd say I have a little bit more under my belt than what you lolcows like WordBoi and Marty and William have to say.
Of course you'd say that. You're a liar and an idiot.
I'd say I got a little bit more under my belt than you guys do, by far. See, William, that's your problem, bro. That is your problem, William. That has always been your problem, dude. You only worry about what you see on camera. You don't actually know what I do off camera, bro. You don't know what I do off camera. And you never will. Because you're not on God mode level. You're not on the island of relevancy like I am. It ain't gonna make a goddamn difference. I am your king, bro. Day in and day out, I show and I prove what I got. Because guess what? I am so fucking famous, dude, that I am a household name around the world. You're not. No one knows who you are, William. No one knows who you and WordBoi are. Cause see, I'm on the level of fucking Tom Cruise, bro.
No, you're not. We checked. And we were thorough about it. Tom Cruise is known worldwide, as in literally every country in the damn world. You? Well, he mentioned some other names that also crushed his search results. We thought Timbo was the most delusional cow, but Raxxo is a strong contender with claims like this.
I'm on the level of some of the most famous actors in the world, bro. I'm on Keanu Reeves level out here. I'm on Keanu Reeves Cyberpunk 2077 Matrix level, bro. That's the level that I'm at. Love me or hate me, it don't matter. I've worked my ass off. I've put in blood, sweat, tears, sleepless nights, sleepless days.
No, you haven't. You spend your sleepless nights and days playing games. Well, at least you did before the Brickening 2 and 3. Or chatting with buddy trolls. But here's the thing. Even if it was true, and you spent thousands of hours on your so-called work, it doesn't matter for two very big reasons. The results suck, and you're a damn sicko. So even if you had talent and good work to show, you're a hebophile sex pest. People don't line up to see folks like you. They cancel them. You, Raxxo, are pre-canceled for multiple reasons. Good reasons.
Giving up birthdays, weddings.
Calling bullshit on that. Especially the birthday parties part. We found out recently that he didn't get invited to many parties, and when he did, he stole toys. So yeah, seems like he was gonna miss parties, no matter what.
Giving up going out hanging out with my friends just to get to this point. And you know what we call guys like you and William and WordBoi in the car scene?
Show us who we is.
Soy boys. And you wanna know why? Because you like to act like you're this big, grand person. That's all you're ever gonna be. You will never be the true DK like I am.
Raxxo, you will never even actually drive a car. Considering how much you run your mouth, that would make you the ultimate soy boy. Though we prefer the word poser. It's classic, it's accurate, and it's exactly what you are.
You will never be the true drift king like me. Yes, dude, quite frankly, you don't even drift, bro.
You don't even drive.
Without me,
Underground culture would be fine.
half the fucking underground in YouTube would be nothing without me.
There will be other cows.
I brought the underground part of YouTube and put it on the fucking map.
Not even sure you could read a map.
Before you try to challenge a star like me, get your facts straight. And to any one of the online tabloid that does their reporting on me, report this. Put this in your little video next time. Community. Bull cow community and horror cow community. Matter of fact, let me show you how much of a lol cow that I'm not. I've been waiting to do this one. Y'all see this right here? Y'all see this lol cow trophy? This is how much of a lol cow I'm not. Matter of fact, you want to know what I really think about the lol cow community? This is what I think about the lol cow community. Trash can. That's what I think about the lol cow community.
Wow, guys. Guess that means he's not a lol cow anymore. Kidding! Only a lol cow would do something like that or this. Raxxo, you will always be our favorite horror lol cow. Anyway, that's gonna do it. We want to thank Darkside Becky for allowing us to use her excellent puppet in place of the actual meat baggie. It was much more pleasant to look at. We heartily encourage folks to check her out if you already haven't. Oh, and Timbo, in case you were wondering, she is the kind of person who deserves money for what she does.